Just put them in the same category.
You just crossed the line.
Just put them in the same category.
You just crossed a fucking line.
No. Not only am I putting him in the same category, I'm putting him in the same bad category.
Dude, I fucking love Binding of Isaac, first off. But that doesn't... There's no, like... I don't have to bring up Binding of Isaac when I'm talking about this subject. Now, your favorite game is Dark Souls, yeah?
Well, that's not Will's. I don't know what Will's favorite game is.
I would say actually my favorite game of all time would probably be the first Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance. Dark Souls is definitely in the top 10.
Okay. Now, why do you love that game?
Which?
The Fire Emblem.
Because it's pretty much the embodiment of everything that I enjoy in turn-based strategy games.
Okay.
It has a compelling story. It has very good graphics. Its music is memorable and catchy. And above all that, there's a significant amount of porn available online related to it.
That is fair.
Okay, now, I love Binding of Isaac because it's just like the game mechanics are so deep. Like, and on top of that, there is so much variety to it. You will never get the same run twice. You know what I mean? It's almost impossible.
You can make you can make the argument for Diablo 3.
So to quote Anthony's argument, all right, Tucker, tell me if I'm wrong, is, and I quote, Binding of Isaac is like
Diablo.
Like, hold on, I'm continuing new quotations. You know, new quotations.
I'm in the middle of a game, dude. All right,
Exactly.
it's fucking hard to construct a full statement. But no, I don't want to hear it.
I'm just saying. Look, Anthony, it's all right to admit
dude,
that
I'm in the middle of a game right now.
Okay?
I'm in the middle of a game. I want to hear this shit.
I don't need this shit in my life.
I think it's my main thing is I hate the way the game looks. It's fun to play, but I hate the way the game looks.
There's no point in playing it to me.
I have put
if you beat it one time, then what's the point of beating it
because
again?
there are so many new items to unlock. You won't get the full experience after beating it one time.
But that's the thing is, as a player, I take no pleasure in beating a game for a second time. I take absolutely no pleasure.
But the game changes, so it's not like you're not actually beating it.
But part of the experience of playing a game for me is starting at a point and then progressing and then having that narrative follow me and then finishing that narrative and then the game is over and the experience is over.
That happens in Binding of Isaac, but then it goes past that.
That happens in Binding of Isaac during your first playthrough, and then subsequently, there's no repeatability for me. I don't want to play through it again.
But this is where the argument ends because everyone has different taste.
Yeah, I know people who fucking love Transformers and think it's the best movie of all time.
Okay.
But if you talk to anyone about like what constitutes a good movie, and I said, "Oh, well, you don't know anything because I know people who love Transformers, and people have different opinions," then that's fucking wrong. People have wrong opinions all the time.
Oh my god!
Okay?
I love it. No, I love this now. This is now the best conversation ever.
This is not the best conversation ever. There is all right. It's opinionated. So at the end of the day,
Will's just trolling right now.
I know he is. I don't even have to finish.
To be fair, I genuinely don't like Binding of Isaac.
That's fine.
It genuinely does nothing for me. I genuinely don't like games where that like I really enjoy narratives in games, and once I beat a game for the first time, there's absolutely no point in playing it again. Even like people who play Mass Effect for like, oh, but I can take like the different story route. Like, fucking why? You took one story route. That's good enough. If you take the other story route, it's just gonna be like the same shit.
Well, no, I took all the story routes in Mass Effect because I wanted all the achievements on Xbox. But then
that's because you have mental problems. What the?
Well, no, I was an achievement whore. Like, back in the day, many
God.
moons ago when I was a wee child. I was a big achievement ori.
Where the fuck is this goddamn Sith emblem?
Dude, just don't summon Sif. You can beat Manus without it.
Do I have to save Sith more than once?
No, he's saving that one time. Did you activate your humanity?
Oh, I think I see it. I think that's it. Yeah, no, yeah.
I have Dark Souls and I haven't finished it or beat it.
Well, you should definitely play it. It's a very good game.
I know. I keep hearing
I just saw it. Where is it? Where'd it go?
I feel like that game is a commitment, though. You know what I mean?
No.
No.
Commitment to excellence is what it is.
Yeah,
there it is.
pretty much.
Will, I found it.
Did you? Oh, summon him. Summon him. Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
There we go. Got it. Cool. Here we are.
Listen, if you think Binding of Isaac is hard, you're gonna play Dark Souls and then you're gonna start crying.
Well, I mean, it's not hard for me anymore because I learned everything and all like techniques and shit.
Yeah.
But
Dark Souls, even once that you learn everything, all the techniques and shit, and read the wiki and read like the FAQ and read like
dude,
the
I read the
walkthrough,
piss out
and
of
then
the
watch
wiki.
and then watch some YouTube videos about how to do it. It's still difficult. Like it's a difficult game because that it's well designed and every single thing that's difficult about Dark Souls, you don't feel shitty about, which is what's so beautiful, and it's the reason why I love it is because that it's the first game I played in a long time that I'm like, wow, this game is really hard, but I haven't been like, wow, this game's really fucking bullshit. This is absolute fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I'll definitely say the way the community outrages about like, God, that game is so fucking hard. It's hard, but it is the most fair game I think I've ever played.
Yeah,
well, all right. The
every
reason why I agree with you on that one is I don't know if I was supposed to, but there was a guy. He was being a fucking smartass, and he was saying some dumb shit. It was after the first zone. It was the second zone that you're in, and he was being a scumbag. And I wanted to fight him, but he would one-shot me. But like after a couple tries, like I killed him because the combat is very fair, and like if you get down like a fighting technique, like you could kill them. But I don't think I was supposed to though. I have a feeling I wasn't supposed to.
You should never ever attack any of the NPCs unless they attack you first.
All right, because then there was like a blonde dude I think, and he wanted to sell me shit.
Yeah.
That guy's cool. He seems like a cool dude.
You shouldn't.
I shouldn't have killed the first guy.
I don't fucking get that shit. In general, like people in video who play video games and then like kill NPCs like when they first get the chance to. Like people did that shit in Oblivion and Skyrim, and it's just like, why? What's the fucking point? You fucking like homicidal maniac. What's the point of doing this? You're playing
cool.
a fucking.
Yeah, cool. It's an RPG adventure style like story told game.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna kill shit.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna wail on everything that I have the chance to wail on.
It's like, you fucking faggot, leave the town. There's monsters out there and bandits that don't matter to the story. What's the fucking problem? Are you an idiot? Like, oh, but I'll just reload my save. Didn't you fucking check and see that you can't reload a save in this, you fucking moron? God damn, I hate that shit so much. People get...
You have a lot of built-up emotion.
It really pisses me off because those people make gamers look like homicidal maniacs who just play video games because they enjoy killing things. I play video games because I enjoy a challenge and because that I enjoy being an active part in a narrative, which is different than reading a book where you're playing a passive part in the narrative. And I enjoyed.
So wait. You didn't enjoy Mass Effect?
Nah.
I played
1 and 2, and I was just like, yeah.
Well,
I enjoyed the first Mass Effect greatly.
Dude, all right. Well, first off, like the first Mass Effect is hands down my favorite. Like there was so much variety to builds that you could do. I don't know why the fuck they took that away.
Because they wanted to dumb it down for the Call of Duty crowd.
I hate that.
Yeah.
It was such a fucking good game.
Yeah. Well, guess what? That's why that I'm pissed off. Because that games like that being popular and being dumbed down make gamers look fucking stupid, and they make them look like.
Well, I guess it's
like shooting things.
It's unfortunately it's the demographic. You know what I mean?
It doesn't have to be the demographic.
Well, no, I mean it's not. All right, no, I'm sorry. I picked the wrong word. It's the majority.
It's not even the majority. The majority of people who play video games aren't even like that. It's the okay. The majority of people who play video games don't play video games like that. Majority of people who play video games play Madden and Call of Duty. and that doesn't make them gamers. That just makes them people who go out to see, you know, the latest, I don't know, the latest Saw movie. You know, that doesn't make them fucking like cinema critics. You know what I'm saying? It's just because that those people exist doesn't mean that they are an accurate representation of the people who actually play video games, and it's fucking bullshit because they're dumb. Like, those people, they play those games and that's all that they limit themselves to, and that's like going to a Baskin Robbins and ordering vanilla ice cream and being like, this is good, and then that's the only ice cream that you
good.
that's the only ice cream that you ever order. Occasionally you'll go in there and you'll get French vanilla and you'll be like, I don't know if I like this as much as regular vanilla, this is wacky, and you think that's what fucking ice cream is. That's what this fucking modern gaming shit is. That's why I fucking hate it.
God damn it. I fucking misplayed that so hard because I was listening to you.
Fuck you, Anthony. God damn.
Dude, I misplayed that so bad because I was listening to you.
God damn it. I just got him so low in this fight and died.
Fuck, man. I hate you so much, Will.
Hey, Will.
I was like so like enthralled and I was like listening to you and then I got fucking dunked and I'm sad.
Will, I can resummon stuff, right?
Fuck.
I can resummon shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Absolutely. Sif's actually pretty helpful. That fight gets kind of difficult.
This cannon should be dead as shit.
Yeah, that fight just gets like butt mad hard towards the end.
Fucking Nunu. Nunu's an asshole.
Alright, Anthony, I have a small confession to make.
Yo.
Alright, I have put, I think, 8 hours in the Binding of Isaac, and all 8 of those hours are me trying to understand why you like Binding of Isaac.
Dude, I fucking love that game.
Yeah, I know. No, and that's in the most non-insulting way, but I've put so much time in
Dude,
that game.
I think I'm going to get an Isaac and Meat Boy tattoo. I think that's what it's gonna be.
Well, okay.
You're like, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and accept that.
That's fine. No.
It's not even a representation. Well, I mean, Binding and like Meat Boy are like two games that I fucking adore, but it's more of a representation of like, you know, my like how big of a deal like video games are like to me. You know what I mean? Like how much they mean to me. Like,
why would you pick Binding of Isaac as the
that
representative?
Because it's one of my favorite games of all time.
Couldn't you pick a better game or something?
You're a terrible person.
I'm just saying, in like
Binding of Isaac just reminds me personally of like Diablo 3. It's like the same thing. It's like
oh
fun.
my god.
No, it does. It's you said it yourself. You literally said a statement earlier that if you replace the words Binding of Isaac with Diablo 3.
No, the Diablo 3 is the same run through every fucking time. What, you get different derp items? Like that you can maybe use?
I fail to see how that's very different than Binding of Isaac. The once you there are a limited number of bosses that you can fight, and there are a limited number of room types, and there are a limited number of weapons, and most of the weapons and items that you can get throughout the game are very similar to each other. You know, they fit in certain categories. And
well, they have to, or the game would be too unbalanced.
Yeah. Who the fuck gives a shit about balance in a single-player game?
Yeah.
What the fuck is balance in a single-player? Are you fucking high? Are you fucking telling me a game that I play by myself has to be balanced? What the fuck is this shit? Who else is playing? Me! What's the matter with
Okay, no, but I'm saying, like, it has to be a certain degree of fairness or you will never, like, win.
Who
there has
gives
to
a shit?
The person playing, the whole point of the game is to win, and it's very rewarding when you do that.
Then why the fuck does it have to be balanced? I don't care if I'm rewarded for how balanced.
But one of your arguments earlier, or maybe it was Tucker's, is the fact that that Dark Souls is hard, but it is also very fair.
No. I meant fair in the regards to when people say the game's difficult from an
okay, but Binding of Isaac is the exact same thing. The exact same thing.
It's LOL so random shit. Okay? It's oh my god, I have a sheep cannon. Ugh, wow. oh, I read from the Necronomicon and summoned Cthulhu.
None of these things happen. No.
XD.
See?
What the shit?
See? Yeah, you haven't played the game enough.
I just love this from both sides right now.
You haven't played the game enough. And it's funny because I'm being the respectful one and respecting Dark Souls because I know it's a good game. I've played it. I haven't played it enough.
No, Will's just
yes, and there's no point for me respecting Binding of Isaac because I know it's a bad game.
Oh my god.
Well, you're just trolling so hard right now.
Being a little slut is what he's being.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Oh.
No, like I said, by the end of it, I don't think Binding of Isaac's a bad game, but I definitely lump it with, like, in my head, it's lumped together with, like, the Team Fortress 2 people, and, like, it's just like, it's a cult game, that's the way I look at it. It's like,
alright.
Like,
I'll respect the cult game
yeah.
category, I won't respect it's in the Team Fortress thing. Because Team Fortress has such a huge following for the sheer fact that it's free to play.
Because Team Fortress isn't balanced.
That game isn't balanced at all. Are you kidding me? I just play heavy and fucking face roll the world.
I mean, it's just an itemathon. I don't know. I've never been able to get behind games that are just like itemathons. I don't know why.
I've had fun playing it, but I can only play it for like an hour or two, and I get bored.
What, Team Fortress?
No, yeah. That game gets boring.
I think I uninstall it once every couple of years.
Yeah, I uninstall it because it keeps trying to update, and I'm like, fuck you. I don't want to update. It's one of those.
I had fun with it. I pumped like 400 hours into it.
God damn! That's all.
Yeah, back in the day, me and my girlfriend at the time played it. That shit was fun.
I think Civ 5 is the Steam game I've put the most time into. Then Dark Souls is probably right behind
Why
it.
does Quinn keep coming up here? What did I do? What did I do to deserve any of this?
Alright, let's go do this boss fight for the third time. It doesn't get hard until he starts casting black magic, and then you just get your fucking heart shit on.
I'll never understand that term. I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, why your heart? It just takes like everything that you care about.
I used to know somebody who used to say that and it just kind of rubbed off on me. Like a friend of mine used to say that.
Damn, get fucking.
He shit on your heart. I don't know why.
I've never heard that phrase.
Get fucking donked.
Alright.
Yeah, if you insist.
But no, this is I have not gotten a sense of immersion like I have from Dark Souls since I played like Shadow of the Colossus, and that was 8 years ago the game came out. So,
was it even?
That's another thing that goes into this conversation. All right, like being immersed into a game. Yeah, well, for some people, this is the thing. This is where I'm getting. Like some people enjoy that and prefer that over many things. You know what I mean? Like they value that higher in a game. But some people don't.
Yeah, and they're called Call of Duty players.
Well, yes, like Call of Duty, like they just want to run around.
Why should I respect them?
Because it's why should they respect you?
Well, I don't care. I don't care.
They don't respect me.
I'm just saying it's personal preference.
They were the same people who made fun of me and beat me up in elementary school and middle school. So why the fuck would I give a shit about them?
If I was a professional beer connoisseur, why would I give a fuck about people who rave about Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Yeah, it's like
I cannot imagine the creative process it takes as a development company to pump out a game.
Wait.
Okay, so how do we figure out how to fit X amount of explosions in Y amount of content, and then put in number of cosmetic upgrades onto the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare multiplayer engine?
Wait, say that again, bud.
All right, so it's a 3-variable equation: X amount of explosions in Y amount of time with N number of cosmetic upgrades to the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare multiplayer engine. Because it's basically the same thing. Like the game has been the same basically since Call of Duty 4. Like all of the Call of Duty games have been basically the same.
All right.
Since Call of Duty 4.
Then God damn it! Drink the Estus flask. Drink the goddamn Estus flask. Drink it faster, please. Oh, God damn it!
Did I abuse that thing? Like, there's no tomorrow. I think it's the fucking flask.
Well, what I was gonna say about the reason I get really upset with the community around Dark Souls is it started to become this trope for YouTube channels to just play fucking Undeadburg, and then be like, hey, lol, XD, this game is so hard. and then they would just quit, and then they'd be like, man, that game's like that. It started to get this trope like this game's just really fucking hard. You want to play a fucking hard game when it's like. It's not so much that the game's not hard, but that's not what the game's about. Like, I don't just walk into a room and I'm like, shit, this is hard. You know, like...
God damn, oh, pistol, this is fucking hard.
It's not hard because, like, the game reminds me of old PlayStation 2 RPGs, where there regards that it's, like, fun, like, it doesn't just hand coddle you. Like, I'm gonna use this as a fucking example, like Far Cry 3, like, the VAT system is the stupidest thing ever.
Wait,
I haven't played any of the Far Cry games.
You mean Fallout?
Fallout, excuse me.
Fallout.
Dude, Fallout's so... I love Fallout 3.
I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm saying, like, that the fucking VAT system is made for LOL XD fucking Call of Duty players.
VATS is OP as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't add any kind of, like, difficulty to the game. You just run around until your fucking shit's charged.
Nah, it honestly just kind of looks cool. That's,
yeah, exactly.
Like, when you, like, blow somebody's fucking face off with one of those things, it feels good. It's player satisfaction, and that's the point of the video game.
It feels good the first time, but
you can
what does it matter, like...
Exactly. It's
after.
It's investment versus, like, give me the shit right now.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like... stuff like that where, you know, oh, I'm able to push a button and a dude explodes. That's cool for, like, the first couple of times, but then you're just like... Okay, who fucking cares?
While I'm gonna keep going back to Dark Souls. Dark Souls doesn't change the mechanics at all in the game. Just gives you the same raw button control, and then just goes, now go on an 80-hour experience with me.
Join me.
Well, it gives you such a basic, like, here's how you play the game.
There's swing, there's roll, here you go.
Yeah, and then it goes, figure it out. And there's shit that, you know, if you don't read a manual, you know, there's shit that you never fucking figure it out.
The same way, the same way it is in Binding of Isaac. I will compare it to that.
But think about how it was like for people playing NES games, to people who look back fondly at like NES games, about the difficulty of it. It's part of like the, yeah, you couldn't always rely on the manual, and sometimes you didn't know what was up, and you had to go like find some kind of you know, Nintendo Power Guide or whatever in order to get through it. Dark Souls is the same way. If you try playing through it without some kind of a guide, it's really difficult, and you're not going to know what the fuck you're doing. And figuring things out on your own and like beating an area without looking at any kind of map or without looking at any kind of you know, walkthrough, it's so satisfying because that it gives you the tools and it gives you the capacity to use those tools, but it doesn't elaborate on those tools. It doesn't pop up with a toolbox every like 5 seconds saying, did you know that if you swing your sword and then you swing your sword again, you'll swing with your sword twice? You know?
Wait, you know Binding of Isaac doesn't tell you anything about its items either, right? You have to learn on your own.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying in the middle of that, is that's the one thing that the games are comparative to, where in the same way you're like, what does this do? Time to look it the fuck up, or go through like the strenuous trial and error.
Yeah, but the difference with Binding of Isaac is that is that a fair number of the items, if you use them at the wrong time, you end up killing yourself.
Yeah, so
whereas
you gotta
in Dark
learn.
Souls, whereas in Dark Souls, none of the items that the player has access to kill them. So you're constantly rewarded for experimenting, whereas in Binding of Isaac, you are punished for experimenting.
Well, no, you're rewarded the knowledge.
It's a double-edged sword.
You can't reward someone with the knowledge once you've killed their player.
And it's also not rewarding.
Yeah, but you know that's why you start the game over. And
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate on this one. It's also not rewarding with knowledge if every run you have pills have question marks.
Yeah, the question marks
but you're gonna have to get bad ones before you can get great ones.
Well, you're talking about the runs, like the runs. It's a bad way to put it.
Typical Binding of Isaac player humor.
Motherfucker.
Poop joke.
Go drink your fucking Estus flask, alright? Calm down. Chill by the campfire.
Excuse me, it's a bonfire?
Bonfire.
If you're gonna insult me, at least don't be a fucking commoner.